The illusion of the dream. A modern wake-up call. For generations, Americans have been told that if they work hard, play by the rules, and never give up, success was inevitable. That story, the American dream, had some truth behind it for a while. After World War II, wages rose with productivity, education was affordable, and a single income could support a family. But those conditions no longer exist. The dream still sells hope, yet the structures that once made it real have come undone. The economics of decline. In today's United States, the typical household earns about $74,000 a year, but the cost of living has far outpaced that number. Housing prices have tripled since the 1990s, medical costs have multiplied sixfold, and tuition has risen over 1,000%. All the while, wages have barely moved. 60% of Americans now live paycheck to paycheck. Half cannot cover a $400 emergency. Home ownership, once a cornerstone of middle-class identity, is increasingly out of reach. The average home price is over 8 times the median income. And rents climb faster than inflation while corporate landlords buy entire neighborhoods. And though the stock market sets records, nearly 90% of its value is held by the richest 10%. The majority are spectators, not participants. Debt has replaced wealth. Credit cards, student loans, car notes, and medical bills keep citizens running on a treadmill that never stops. That's not prosperity, it's extraction. The psychological machine. The genius of the system is that it no longer needs external enforcement. The people police themselves. When life becomes harder, they are told to work harder. Failure is redefined as a personal weakness rather than the very real structural imbalances in the system. Advertising and social media amplify the illusion. Every image shows someone who made it, so if you didn't make it, you must be the problem. Guilt replaces resistance. Exhaustion is mistaken for virtue. And millions labor under the belief that the next promotion, the next side hustle, the next purchase will finally deliver peace. In truth, overwork and debt are the modern tools of discipline. The whip has been replaced by the paycheck. Consumption as sedation. When meaning disappears, consumption fills the void. Every structure that once bound people together, community, religion, civic life, has been monetized. People are trained to express identity through what they buy. The phone, the car, the brand of coffee. Then the products they buy are designed to expire so that the need to consume never ends. This isn't freedom of choice, it's managed dependency. The shelves overflow, yet quality declines. We consume to feel alive, and corporations measure their heartbeat in quarterly profits. It is anesthesia disguised as abundance, keeping discontent quiet while turning it into revenue. The myths of innovation, capital, and power. We are told America remains the world's engine of innovation, but the benefits of that innovation concentrate in a few enclaves, Silicon Valley, Wall Street, and major universities. And now AI, automation, and outsourcing erode the very jobs that once sustained the United States middle class. Technological progress now expands profit margins, not opportunity. We are told that anyone can access capital. In practice, the system expands credit, but not necessarily ownership. The average borrower pays interest for life, while genuine investment capital flows only to those who already possess collateral. We are told that U.S. global leadership makes every citizen stronger. In reality, military reach and currency dominance serve corporate and political interests far removed from ordinary lives. Less than half of Americans even hold a passport, and fewer still experience the global advantage they fund through taxes and inflation. The culture of denial. Despite the evidence, the belief persists. From childhood, citizens are taught that success is proof of virtue and failure is proof of laziness. To question the system feels like questioning one's own worth. Television, schools, social media, and politicians repeat the same mantra: America is the best. Repetition substitutes for proof. When the promise doesn't match reality, cognitive dissonance takes over. People cling to faith in the system because abandoning it would invalidate a lifetime of effort. And when frustration grows, blame is redirected toward immigrants, minorities, or political opponents, but never toward the system itself. Division keeps attention horizontal, never vertical. We look for causes in those around us, and we never look up at those who actually control the system. Hollowed out institutions. Free speech, once a moral principle, has become conditional. Both major parties claim to defend it, while seeking to control it when it threatens their power. Public trust in government, media, and universities is at record lows. Institutions still operate, but hollowed of legitimacy, procedures without integrity, elections without consensus, news without truth. The appearance of stability remains, but it is procedural inertia, not strength. The real ROI. So, if we measure the United States as an investment, the numbers are clear. High inputs, taxes, debt, stress, and time. Low outputs, health, savings, community, and peace of mind. Life expectancy has declined for 3 consecutive years. Depression and addiction rates climb. Young adults doubt they will ever own homes or retire. The return on the average citizen's investment is negative. The profits flow upward and the costs trickle down. Pulling the curtain back. Like in The Wizard of Oz, the myth survives through spectacle and deception. The curtain hides ordinary men pulling levers of finance, politics, and media, creating illusions of choice and progress. But every illusion has a breaking point. And when people stop accepting blindly the stories being told to sedate them, the myth machine loses its power. Seeing the truth is not a cause for despair, it is chance for liberation. Because once the illusion is exposed, it can no longer define or confine you. The way out. There is a way out, but it begins internally. Stop measuring worth by productivity. Stop confusing consumption with happiness. Rebuild meaning in community, craftsmanship, and shared purpose. Seek truth across borders, geographic and mental. The system depends on belief in the story it tells. Disbelief is its undoing. Freedom from the grip of the myth does not come from escape, but from awareness. When enough citizens refuse to obediently accept the lie, the illusion will collapse under its own weight. The dream, whatever it truly is not dead. It was stolen through trickery. Reclaim it by seeing clearly, speaking honestly, and living deliberately outside the script. The American dream was never meant to be bought. It was meant to be lived, and that begins the moment we stop mistaking illusion for freedom.